Oh, pardon me. I didn't see you there. Excuse me. I'm sorry to keep you longer, but I must ask. You are... you are human, correct? That's what I thought, but I didn't want to assume. I know that it seemed rude in Terran culture to do so. Oh, is it Terran culture? Or do you prefer human culture? I heard it both ways. And the human asked prior meeting to this has replied no preference either way. Either is fine? Then I suppose it's another mark in the no preference category. My results are both inconclusive, but simultaneously already solved. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep you from wherever it is you were going, but I tend to fall prey to my wandering thoughts, which, ironically enough, is why I'm doing exactly as I said and preventing you from doing whatever task you were doing. However, I have more curiosities that I wish to inquire about, and I was hoping you would help me? Correct. It is regard to being human. I have some questions concerning about what I've been told about certain forms of physical touch that you humans use to convey emotion. I am referring to the act where two humans press their lips together to display their attraction to each other. I believe it's called kissing. I'm glad to hear that. I was worried I was pronouncing it wrong, but yes. I do have several questions, if you're willing to answer them. I'd like to ask some questions regarding to such act. For starters, I would like to know when and between whom this action would be appropriate for. Ah, I see. That makes wonderful sense. You have a very thorough way of explaining such relationships. Thank you. My next question is regard to how it feels. Many humans describe an action to be pleasurable, to the point of that a thought of kissing someone may distract them from the objective that they're currently focused on. I was wondering what physical sensation kissing entails that it can elicit such a powerful response. Can you please explain kissing and what it's like from your personal experience? I can see why many people enjoy such an activity. Thank you for both your knowledge and your experience. It makes it much easier to understand. Now, final question. This may be asking too much, but I would regret if I didn't ask. Would you be willing to kiss me? So I may see what it feels like and have a better reference for how it feels. At first-hand experience, if you will. A more private place? If you think that would be best, then I'm happy to oblige. From what I've seen, there's no one in the break room behind you. Would that be sufficient? Oh, that's a good idea. I would hate for someone to walk in on us. It would likely make it harder to focus on my inquiries. Is there anything I need to do beforehand we kiss? Any invitation, something of the sort? Put my hands on you? In what way? To hold you? I see. Is there any particular way I must hold you? In a way that feels natural? That's fairly confusing, given that I have no reference for such a thing. Oh, right here then? I understand. Thank you for your guidance. So now that my hands are on you, and your hands on me, do we kiss? I see. And shall we begin? Your eyes, your pupils are dilated, and your gaze is focused on my mouth. I can feel your pulse right here, at the junction of your neck and jaw. Your temperature is increasing too. Is kissing someone like this truly that enjoyable? I can't deny that I don't see the satisfaction now. If I may be honest, I am quite enjoying this as well. Can we perhaps continue? Less for scientific reasons and more for pleasure? You've oddly seemed flustered right now. By which I mean you look to be in a more excited state. Am I correct in thinking that what we've been doing may have played a role in that? Oh, alright. This is usually done between people who are more familiar with each other, correct? Or at the very least, people who have been intending to be intimate? I see. Then, this may be a belated question, but may I ask your name? Oh. No, there is nothing wrong, as you say. At least, you have committed no error towards me. Rather, you've done me a kindness by fulfilling my curiosities, even though it meant extending yourself beyond your duties to do so. You have done nothing but aid the research of another scientist. However, I believe that I may have rather contemptible error. Earlier, when I inquired as to whether you were human, and if I could entertain my curiosity with you, I failed to think logically. There are very few human members aboard this crew, less than 20, I believe, and I've either met or, at the very minimum, seen all of them, all except the senior medical scientist, who is the person I'll be conducting my research under. Given that there's only one human on the ship who I've not identified, and you're a human on the ship that I previously not known, I fear I may have reached a conclusion. Unfortunately, this conclusion will both answer who you are and the identity of the person I will be working under. To make myself clear, I suppose I should simply ask this. Would you happen to be the Firelight Senior Medical Scientist? I feared as such. Then I suspect you will want a report of the incident, which I fully understand. However, though it may not mean much, I would like to inform you that I had no intentions of soliciting you into attempt to furthering my career. My only intentions were to find answers to the questions I had about human interactions with someone who You're not gonna report me? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I've been looking forward to working on this project for a while, and honestly, to working with someone as impressive as yourself. I'm flattered that you think so highly of me as well. Though, I believe that I should probably keep today's meeting between us two. Otherwise, rumors might start to spread, and should that happen, I doubt we'd be allowed to work together. Agreed. You are someone who I have greatly enjoyed working with, and I would regret having such an opportunity pulled away from me. I'm glad we're in agreement then. I'm looking forward to working with you. Perhaps, if I'm lucky, we could possibly answer a few more of my curiosities. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I appreciate your assistance today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. If I'm lucky.